The three things that come to mind to me, J.J. Watt, the first three things, Seth, I think, are obviously the three Defensive Player of the Year awards that we got an opportunity to watch, who at his peak was the greatest defensive player that I've ever seen. I don't know that you can say he's the greatest defensive player in the history of the league. You know, he's one of three now that have won a Defensive Player of the Year, or three Defensive Player of the Year awards, because the injuries ravaged him so much. But I'll say this, peak J.J. Watt, I never saw a better defensive player than peak J.J. Watt. For that 4-year period where he was winning three Defensive Players of the Year, he was incredible. That's number one. Number two are the injuries, but not the injuries and what it took from him, but his ability to come back from those injuries. Think about two herniated disc surgeries in his back. He came back from that injury. A traumatic leg injury the very next season, 5 games into the very next season. He came back from that and became an all-pro again. He tore a pectoral muscle midway through the 2019 season and came back fast enough to get back to the playoffs and be an impactful player in a playoff win for the team. So that's the second thing I'll think of, is just the sheer toughness of J.J. Watt. And the third thing I'll think of, and I think there's a lot of Houstonians that probably feel this very directly, just the generosity of J.J. Watt. What he did during Hurricane Harvey to use his platform to raise millions and millions of dollars to help people and make their lives better. The charity foundation that he has with the softball game every year, which to me, I said it the first time he did it, and I said it every year that I went, it's the best charity event that I've ever been to. His peak performance, his toughness, his resiliency, and his charitable, I mean, he's the perfect football player.